30 years. During a period of the Ice Age, water levels dropped and stretches of what's now the North Sea were grassy meadowlands called steppes, full of grazing animals that lived, died, and fossilized here. 10,000 years ago, temperatures rose, melting the polar ice sheets and inundating low-lying areas. Mammoth country was shrinking. Trawling the ocean floor for flatfish, fishermen can net hundreds of fossils every time they go out. They're a good source of research subjects for Geek Mole.
Like always, pieces of tusk. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, this is heavy. It's broken, but still a nice specimen. Yeah. This part was hidden in the skull, and that's, well, probably 60 to 70 centimeters is missing from this tusk. But it's a nice specimen. It looks to me it's the right tusk, but it's heavy.
The fossils in Siberia should be even more spectacular. Summer arrives in Hatanga with little fanfare. With its shroud of snow cast aside for a few brief weeks, the city feels pale and gray, but for a few splashes of color. Though the Siberian weather is brisk, the ground has thawed, allowing everyone a little more mobility. Traditionally, this is the season when scientists come to look for fossils and mammoth carcasses in the tundra. For Bernard and a few members of his mammoth team, this will be a fact-finding mission and an opportunity to check out new leads.
Так, экипаж кушает?
Да, он сейчас позавтракает и подойдет.
Хорошо.
Thousands of lakes dot the Taimyr Peninsula, a Garden of Eden for the woolly mammoth back in the late Pleistocene, when the grasslands were lush and diverse. At the request of an important passenger, this will be the first stop. A guiding force in Bernard's search is Russia's preeminent authority on mammoths, Professor Nikolai Vereshchagin. Since the 1800s, only 12 mammoth carcasses have ever been found in Siberia, and Vereshchagin recovered 2 in 1 year. Most of the discoveries to date were initially made by hunters, fishermen, or gold prospectors who moved around the tundra. The lure of the Taimyr to 6-ton grazers is still evident today, according to Vereshchagin. It's the grass.
Its main feature is its solid root structure. It's an extraordinarily hardy plant, but thrives in most conditions. It was the basis of the mammoth's diet. This grass volunteered here. As the level of water in the lake dropped, the grass took over and invaded the areas where the water had retreated. Where could the mammoth come to find large enough pastures to graze in? These lake beds provided plenty of food to satisfy them.
The grasslands still feed thousands of grazers each season, and no one knows the most bountiful spots better than the Dulgan. This is also the time of year when the nomads find mammoth remains melted out of the tundra, tusks and bones, and sometimes flesh. Now they're showing Bernard other sites with artifacts. To share this knowledge with a foreigner is unusual for the Dulgans, but his work on the Jarkov mammoth has forged a bond of trust. Buried at a site close by are tusks that belong to one of the men. They're valuable for bartering in Hatanga and are stashed underground to keep them from being stolen.
Look at this. It seems that it's brand new. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really nice.
Yeah.
Really.
Absolutely wonderful.
As the weeks pass, strangers become friends. And a family Bernard has known for 5 years invites his group to have a look at something truly extraordinary. Over a matter of months, a Dulgan family has dug almost an entire mammoth skeleton out of the tundra, a rare and important find. Enormous vertebrae in good condition fit together like pieces of a puzzle. Edvo Keem tells Bernard the story of how he discovered the bones. Like almost all such finds, it was accidental. Everyone pitches in to look for the rest of the skeleton. Though summer temperatures are more comfortable for digging, they're a disaster for the preservation of frozen carcasses. That's why Bernard must wait till fall to extract the jark off Mammoth.
When I came to the site, that I saw that maybe more than 80% of the skeleton was already dug out. It was so exciting to find more and to be as close as possible as 100% of the skeleton. Each time I find remains of a mammoth, I take the position, I take the bones, I take sample after this to make analyze, to make datation. And it will be after collecting all this information and crossing all these datas that we will be able to understand what happened 20,000 years ago with the mammoth and why they disappear. I share with the Dolgan the same love of the tundra, and we share the love of the very basic things. They spend so much time trying to survive, and they are moving all 2 or 3 days from one place to another place, and it's a hard process to move. It's not easy. They have no engine, they have no wheels. They know that in this place there is not enough grass for the reindeer, and they know that at that time it's not a good place to fish, so they are moving near another lake. There is 100,000 and 100,000 lakes in Taimyr, so why this lake and not another one? They are surviving only because they know perfectly the tundra. They are very far from everything. They have no sugar, they have no coffee. The only thing they can find in tundra is fish and reindeer. They will not change their life. They don't want to go in the city. They don't want to be a part of the civilization. They have made the choice to live in the tundra. They like to be in this special universe between the ground and the sky. There is nothing. They are the only human living in this incredible country.